Well, hello and welcome back for another episode of Terrafirmagreg. Last episode, I'll show you my new home here with better setups and everything else. Today, we're gonna pursue some new technology. So let's go. First things first, as promised, I employ a lot of time and work to actually make a full greenhouse here to host all the food that I can get. My soybeans and everything else, even some melons and pumpkins and some pineapples that I'm going to put in pizza later on. Yes, this will be a war crime. But today we're gonna start to go after the low voltage machines, so we can actually start gregtech. But before that, to make the basic resistor here, we require paper. Paper in the past only had two ways. One was using treated hide to get the paper. The other was to find papyrus into the wood, then cut it into strips. Then you actually go ahead and soak them into water so they become soaked papyrus strips. Then you place 4 of it into a loom. Then you work it until you get an unrefined paper that you then put inside on top of a log, grab your knife, scrape it until it becomes white and beautiful, and break it to get one paper. But now having another way to actually get the paper is a little bit more complicated and has more steps, but let's show you. First, you require hardwood pulp. You can get it from various materials, but mostly hard trees like hickory is one easy example. Like oak, acacia, birch, so on. I got mine from hickory that I got around here. But that's the only step. That step is to have a vat or a cauldron with some water. Then you get all those wood ash that you normally get from smelting into the fire camp or into those over here, and put it on water. 1 ash for every 200 millibuckets. So for 10 buckets is 15 wood ash. And then just cook it. Wait for a good time, and then it will become something that we require here. It will become a layer. It's water, wood ash, layer. In this layer, you actually vat the hardwood. So when you're done, I'm gonna place the hardwood pulp inside, like so. Now let's put everything here. And close the lid again, so it boils again. And after some time, it's going to be complete. I hope so. And you get this thermochemically treated hardwood pulp, like so. It's a very long name. And then you're just going to the, I believe, forging hammer. I believe it is. I might be wrong, actually. I forgot. Yes, hammer. Here I have 4 hammers, so let's put one here, one here, and another here. And it all become paper. So there's a lot of simple and faster to do, but also a little more expensive. Alright, now that we have the paper, we can actually make some resistors. No, we don't. We need firewire and charcoal dust. And how do you get charcoal dust? Oh well. Do I have to explain to you? Let's just take a charcoal and macerate it. But now the fine wire is a bit complicated, or not. Let's first take some copper here. It is copper, isn't it? Yeah, it is copper. And turn it into plates. You take your plates, then you craft it with a hammer to get the foil. And then you just cut the foil into fine wire. That's nice. And this way, oh, I need to pick the charcoal dust. And this way, we can make some resistors. No, that gives us the resistors. Now, for the next step, let's make some resin circuit board. Just stick resin and wood planks. It's made by compressing wood dust, any wood dust. So this is probably the most easy one. With a little bit expensive into the only that. Okay. Now what's next is to see. You can make even the electron tube or the printed circuit. First, we need to make the tubes. For that, we require the head alloy wire and the glass tube. This, as I showed before, it's just glass into the alloy smelter with the ball mold. Or if you have patience, make it by hand. No, don't do that, please. And the other one is to the head alloy. This I was very worried because in the normal gregtech it was very expensive. And also, this is something that I never going to agree with this thing that Modpack do. You take an entire plate, you cut it by hand, and you only get one wire. Why? You know where this comes from? This comes from Industrial Craft 2, because after certain point, here that the metal former machine that you're gonna turn your ingots into better, more wires. In the past, to make it like copper wires, you had to pick 2 coppers or even 3 coppers and make them in line like this, I believe, or like this, and you're gonna get like 3 wires. Making into the metal former, you gain more. But really, how bad at cutting you need to be to where you're going to cut one plate, one entire plate. Him again, one entire plate into a single wire. How bad it must you be? Must be very bad at cutting to be that bad. Never going to understand that. In the Starcraft, when you cut a plate, you gain at least, I believe, 2 or 3 of 3 wires, making the machine gain a lot more. But well, they want to make you believe that cutting a plate is making more sense. Maybe the wires is making more sense than maybe using a rod or the bar itself. Why not even make a mold anyway? And the glass tubes we got out from before. So let's make that blasted thing. So now when you have the option to make the single one using this one, later on when you have access to plastic, get 2, and later on get it 3. Oh, we're missing the rogue iron plate. Still rogue iron. Let's make 16 for now. I'm going to need more, but I'm gonna show you off camera. And there you go. All of that to make just 10 of those. I don't think I use it into anything else. No. So it's okay. Yay. Electron tube. And this is used to make some stuff like make the smart shuttle. Let's see. It would be very interesting to optimize the system here. But I'm going to test it later on. For now, the main thing is to be used into the recipe sequence to make it. What's the stuff? No? Ah, yes, we need to actually make the deployer. We're actually going to build the required parts to make the circuits. Yes, yes, now I remember. The deployer require the electron tube, metal casing, and this brass hand here. This is the most simple recipe. Just 3 brass plate and 2 hammers and a nugget. This is the only problem. Why do we need 2 hammers? Okay, I do it by hand. 1 hammer here, another here, brass hands. And I have into my backpack a lot of metal casings because we're going to start using them like crazy. Or not. Deployer. Now we can finally start doing advanced stuff. Now with deployer into our hands, let's set up it to try to do something with it actually. I believe I place it like this. I can place it like this. This is interesting. It is very interesting. That is it. 5 deployers. We put the filter here or item inside it and then it's going to work. But for that first need to actually give it some power. I know there is well a lot of base to do to unite this one, but so now let's just over stress. This is not good. I had to cut this speed a lot, but it should suffice for now. I'm going to be it to be as fast as it was before, and I'm going to change it later on. But for now, it is okay. Now with all this, I can do something different. That is to actually use this glass to be here to make vacuum tubes, because vacuum tubes are required to make the circuits. Make circuits require plates, resistors, vacuum tubes, and hydraulic cable. I need to make more resistors first. Alright, so let's see. Place into the conveyor, steel bolts, then take glass tube and the wire, rubber and plate. So here's the steel bolt and the glass tubes and the copper wire. Now I just place the wrought iron plates. Bang, bong, bling. It's not finished yet. I need to actually do it twice. Oh crap! Really? They don't stack. Really? Because I have to put it twice. So I actually need 6 arms like this. Bing, bong, bling, ding. And there you go. Vacuum tubes. With this I can do nothing. Don't get your whole height to. They use to make the circuit using cable, vacuum tubes, more resistors and plates. I should make more of those. Completed vacuum tubes. I'll put those back here. And now come to the expensive part. Because I need to get a lot of copper wire and make a circuit resin and surround it with copper wires. All of these only give me 5 of it. That's not funny. Okay, let's see here. Now first see whether a plate, a resistor, a vacuum tube, and an insulated header-like cable. So that you actually require rubber and those rubber plates. Like rubber just get the how rubber pulpy and some sulfur and make it a lot of it into the alloy smelters. And I'm going to get the bar, the passing again into the alloy smelter coat, the casting mold for plate, where you're going to use 2 ingots to get 1 rubber plate, so you can actually finally do this. And because I need to do this twice, I don't have enough cable, so I have to wait a little bit more. And now let us go 10 head alloy cable. There you go. Steel plate, resistor, vacuum tube, and head alloy cable. Now go. Bang, dong, bling, bong. That's the first sequence. Need to do it twice. Unfinished the basic circuits. Now let's go again. Bling, dong, chong, ngak, acabou. Yay! And there we have it. The basic circuit is complete. Now all that left is to make everything else. But the first thing we need to do is start to make a steam turbine. That's gonna require some bronze cables, one circuit, two hotels that is making like this for now with plates, rings, and screws, and two electric motors that require iron rods or rogue iron or steel. Copper wire, thin cable, yeah, and the machine hole, of course. That is a machine casing with thin cables, head steel, and steel plate. Oh my, we're not close to finish. Alright, let's make some motors then. Make the one that with iron because I had some lying around. Also, we'll require some different material here. That is a magnetic iron. So now to make it, we need to pick an iron and put it 4 headstones. Now 2 magnetic, 2 normal, and tin on the sides and copper in the middle. And we got the vertical motors. And that's completely almost easier. I have here the machine casing, that's just the 8 steel plates with a wrench, combined with some tin cables on side, head steel on top and steel on sides, and make it nothing. It's copper. Ah, oh. I see. That's complete. Now everything here except the hot crusher, the steam oven and steam grinder is completed. And this one here doesn't matter. But now have we actually entered the low voltage start here. This is too far away. First need to actually make that thing to power. Without power generation, there is, well, no point to it. Hotels. And let's see, we are just missing the circuit. And there we go. We finally have our first machine. Ta-da! It takes steam and produces electricity. Isn't that beautiful? However, now also started one big problem. We need to protect it against rain, because if any rain falls on this, it's going to explode. Now that we have the base key of it done, now can actually start doing machines here. Even though this one here tries to convince you to go into this route here. It's already me, but yeah. First need to pick more of my head steel that I have somewhere around here and make it a plate. So I can make more machine holes. Well, let's go at everything anyway. Now it's painful slow now. I don't know if you can believe me, but I have to actually melt down some rogue iron just so I can get some normal iron, because I need it for the recipes. I cannot use the rogue iron to make magnetic iron rods and all the other stuff. So I require normal iron to actually get it. Oh, game, you are so funny. Not. And, oh, really? Now let's make it. Basic wire mill. Now I'm gonna make it wires more effective. That's good. That's good. But believe it or not, I had to run out of sulfur, so I had to actually go and grab some of it. And this machine is gonna run out of steam, because I let this get cold. Anyway, basic turbine. Wait, this is full? Anyway, let's put some pipe from here and here, attach our basic steam generator to it, so we can start producing some EU and fill the internal storage. Add the wire mill to it. Let it fill up some energy. Place one copper. And I need to the circuit here. And now we make 2 wires for each copper. And since it's just one machine, it is actually keeping it working. It was a long episode and we're just barely starting. So this is going to be it for this episode here. It was On God. Thank you so much for watching.